poor teacher. I'm not well. Today I'm having fever. And I came to all the way to teach you guys, and you are saying something. What is that?
Y equal to
E to the power mx is the Prague solution. What is the auxiliary equation? N square minus lambda square equal to 0. N equals to. See the situation of mine. I am doing these things in the class today, which have been done already. And what is y then? What is roots are m1 equals to plus lambda, m2 equals to minus lambda. What is y then? What e raised to? You are disconnected in the class. That's what I'm saying. E raised to. I'll not forget about. Do I teach like this m1 and e raised to something? I teach some particular way. What is that? What is that? What is that? Something you said, I'm not able to hear. Maybe I'm really gone today. What is that you are talking about? E to the power what? Only to the power? C1. That's what I'm saying. If I just teach in the class, you will be happy. Some e to the power I go out of the class. C1 e to the power n1t plus C2 e to the power n2t. What is that next step then? E to the power lambda t plus C2 e to the power minus lambda t. Right? What is this? E to the power lambda t minus eta minus lambda t by 2 is what formula? E to the power lambda t minus e to the power minus lambda t by 2 is equals to what formula? What will happen here then? If you substitute from here, what will happen? So it will be, you can write this as A sine hyperbolic lambda t plus B cos hyperbolic lambda t. This much I have done. I did in the class, right? I told in the class this is the solution. Nikita is agreed or not? I don't know how many times I will tell. You see my situation. Maybe I will die alone in the class, even the students will not learn. That's a pathetic state of the teacher. What is that then for this CYN? Who can give the solution? Even now also I am mentally prepared, you can say I don't know solution. I am mentally prepared for that. CYN, Masuda, you can know the solution of this? Yes, you are doing. See my situation. I am begging to you actually clearly. I am asking you saying doing. Sin x. Sin hyperbolic. So if you don't want to run from, you just tell I don't want to run. As I said, sin hx. So that means whatever you have learned in 10 plus 2, you cannot forget. It is sin hyperbolic. I struggle so much. I struggle. I don't know what for. Maybe I'm a mad person. Sin hyperbolic. What is that? Nu 1 nxy plus dyn. What is that? Cos hyperbolic. Don't say cos h. Cos hyperbolic. Please do something. Don't attempt shortcut. Cos hyperbolic. Nu 1 ny. Okay. How to find the what are the boundary condition then? What are the boundary condition? What are the boundary condition? What are the boundary condition? Can you tell me the boundary conditions? What are the boundary conditions? See, each question I have to repeat 5 times to get the answer. What a pity of my situation. Each question I have to repeat 5 times. Vasudha, you know do you have the boundary conditions with you? What are the boundary conditions? Capital Yn at y equals to 0 equals to capital Yn at y equals to b equals to what is that? What is that? H of x. Okay. Now what is the Yn? If you implement y equal to 0, what should happen? If you put y equals to 0, what will happen? At least from this, if you implement, what will happen? One constant will go. Which constant is going? Cn is going? Don't know. This is also I am just telling. I don't know whom I am teaching. Arbitrarily you are saying. Which constant will be 0? Which constant will be 0? What? I am getting a plus situation. dyn equals to 0. Arbitrarily you are saying. So if dyn equals to 0, then what you get? Yn Cyn sine hyperbolic nu 1 n y. Okay. What's your solution then? u2. Sorry, v2. v2xy, the eigenfunction solution x1 y1, x2 y2, xn yn, and so on, infinity. x1 is what? First solution is eigenfunction solution, right? x1, what is that? A prime x1. What is that? Sine or cos? Sine pi x by a. Then it will be cy1. What is that? Sine hyperbolic or cos hyperbolic? Sine hyperbolic pi y by A or B? A, okay. It will go on like this, right? So each term you have ax1 prime and cy prime. So what is v2 then? Summation n equals to 1 to infinity a prime xn cyn sine n pi x by a sine hyperbolic n pi y by a. Am I correct? How to find then a prime xn and cyn? I am saying this is nothing but dn prime. How to find dn prime? Based on this boundary condition, which is yn and y equals to b equals to hx. One boundary condition is left out still. That boundary. So this is the difference in the PIC and EBC problem. In the EBC problem, on homogeneous boundary condition will be useful to find to develop the inner product. Okay. And remember that this is the eigenfunction, this is not. This is the eigenfunction, this is not the non-eigenfunction solution. So what is dn prime then? So this is nothing but v2xy. That means at y equals to b, v2xy will be how much? H of x. That will be, so I can write v2xy equals to b, which is nothing but hx, nothing but summation n equals to 1 to infinity dn prime sine n pi x by a sine hyperbolic n pi b by a. Am I correct? This many steps last year I didn't do. I am doing I think 4 or 5 times number of steps. I don't know why I am doing again, because none of you guys are interested in steps. What is dn prime? What is dn prime? Everything I have given. dn prime equals to dn prime. dn prime equals to integral. So remember that this is only constant. This is only unknown function and this is eigenfunction. 0 to b. Am I correct? Are you correct? 0 to a or 0 to b? Okay. If you don't know even this step also I am trying to do it for you. See the situation of you guys. d1 prime sine pi x by a sine pi b by y plus d2 prime sine 2 pi x by a sine 2 pi b by y and so on. Remember that this is the eigenfunction. And this eigenfunctions are orthogonal, we have derived it. That means if you want to do integral, it is actually x domain in between 0 to a. So dn prime equals to integral 0 to a then h of x sin n pi x by a divide no dx will be there, dx divided by 0 to a integral. That's what I'm not saying, although I can also remove that thing if you don't say that. 0 to a then no. Okay, sin hyperbole right first, no problem. N pi b by a, then sin square n pi x by a dx. Since sin hyperbolic n pi b equals to constant, you can put it outside and you can write it. This is the way one can find dn prime, and once dn prime is obtained, you will find dx1, b2x1. And this b2x1 of minus will be the initial condition for the next sub problem, problem number 2b, right? Problem number 2b, if you look at, W2 has the initial condition. What is that? Minus b2xy. And this b2xy is now obtained. So this is the initial condition for the next sub problem. Let's look at the next sub problem. So next sub problem, which is W2 xyt, which is basically a peak type problem, which is basically a peak type problem. What is that? What is the differential equation then? W2 should be xx, yy, pt. Right? Next step. What's the after putting it? What is the differential equation? Capital X. Okay, now you can divide and give me the answer. You will export now. Divide and give me the answer. 1 by capital T dt by d small t 1 by d2 capital X plus 1 by capital Y d2y by dy square. Okay. Big problem, that means all boundary conditions have to be homogeneous. So both the directions have the eigenfunction solution. That is the way. See, this process, if you go for any PDEs, we can solve by separation of variables. Such a nice way. These things are formulated. So what we have here, this boundary, this eigenvalue I say minus beta 1 square, and this I say minus beta 2 square. Okay? I will say minus beta 1 square and I will say minus beta 2 square. So my first problem, 1 by x d2x by dx square minus beta 1 square equals to 0. Sorry, equals to the plus 1. It will be eigenvalue problem will be d2 xn by dx square plus beta 1 n square xn equals to 0. Similarly, we have d2 yn by ym, it should be dy square beta 2m square ym equals, remember that when we have the eigenvalues, both the directions cannot have the same. We have the different indices. Previous thing, it came automatically because y direction, it was not the eigenvalue. That was okay. But here, both x and y directions are eigenvalues, eigenfunction solution. That's why we have n and m, because both are the independent directions. Okay, when you don't have the eigenvalue problem, previous problem, I am saying so many things you are not writing. The previous problem, y direction is dependent. That's why we didn't have n and m, we have only n. But here, both the directions are independent. That's why we have n and m independent components. So these type of things are not there in any of the books. Okay. You tell me the answer now. Okay. Xn and ym. xn and ym. So actually what I'm planning to do, I don't put n, I will put instead of n, I will put p. Can you please correct it, p and q? Because otherwise you get confused with previous problem. xp and yq. xp and yq. Beta 1p, beta 2q. What is my xp? X. And what is my yq? Y. Give me the answer. It is there in your book. You can look at and give me the answer. xpx equals to a prime will not do, because since ax is the first time we are actually taking, let us say axp directly, no problem, because we have not used that. axp sin n by x by a. What is that? Not px by a, and then b vxp, right? Am I correct? vxp cos p by x by a. Am I correct? Yes? No? No? Huh? axp and bx is not correct, no? What is that? From this out, this is generalized. That's what. Even if I don't write this, I don't understand. I'm actually underestimating your level, maybe. I'm really underestimating your level, because I don't write, so how do you get? How many people ask? And don't even forget. Don't laugh. Okay, then final form will be what? On the AXP, right? YQ will be similarly, it will be in terms of AYQ sin Q pi y by b. Excellent. 2 pi y by b. What is then P dependency? What is P dependency? These two are actually done very easily. 1 by d dt by dt minus, next step, P, it should be PQ, right? Because it will be for each, you can write for each eigenvalue in each direction. It will be beta 1p, beta 2p. So TPQ will be CPQ e to the power minus NP square pi square by A square Q square pi square by B square into, am I correct? WXY W2XYT. X direction again no problem, Y direction again no problem. That means two directions means two summations. The question is why two summations? Now you can also get very clear. Number of summation is nothing but number of eigenvectors. Eigenvalue solution. Here x direction eigenvalue summation, y direction eigenvalue summation. There are two summations. In contrast, previous problem EBC only one direction eigenfunction solution, another direction is not. That's why you have only one summation in EBC. So we have P equals to 1 to infinity, Q equals to 1 to infinity, then AXP sin P pi x by A, AYQ sin Q pi y by B. Next is CPQ e to the power minus P square pi square x square by A square plus Q square pi square by y square by, sorry, so I should not be there. AXP equals to, last step, AXP equals to so if you put initial initial condition what will happen? W2xy is equal to nothing but minus V2xy. W2xy0 is nothing but minus V2xy, initial condition. So it is nothing but n equals to 1 to infinity. What is that? Bn prime sine what? N pi x by a sine hyperbolic m pi. Just a minute. N pi. Okay. So this is the initial condition. Minus sign. This is the initial condition. Okay. So what is your AXP then? In terms of minus V2x, you can tell, no problem. You don't tell in terms of this. What is AX? What is not sorry? This and this. So AXP, AYQ and CPQ. We will say DPQ. I am asking what is DPQ? Just like previous problem. I am asking DPQ. What is DPQ? What is that? Integral 0 to a, 0 to b, minus v2xy, yes, sine p pi x by a, sine q pi y by b, dx dy divided by 0 to a, 0 to b, sine square p pi x by a, sine square 2 pi y by b, dx dy. Okay. Should I go to third, last sub problem? Third problem I do very fast because we have now explored my spot for all this problem. Third problem. Problem number 3. Problem number 3. What is the problem number 3? It has V3, U3 is nothing but V3xy plus W3xyt. Am I correct? Okay. I will talk about first V3xy. What is that? First subproblem of third problem. Subproblem of 3. Subproblem of 3. What is that? Dou 2 V3 dou x square plus dou 2 V3 dou y square equals to 0. After separation of variables, what is that? 1 by x d2 capital X by dx square plus 1 by y d2y by dy square equals to 0. Boundary condition, please look at and tell me where you get the boundary condition. Y direction boundary condition. That means I put this one as lambda prime 1 square minus lambda already have used. I am putting lambda prime 1 square. Or you can use gamma 1. I think gamma 1 is better. You have not used right gamma 1. You put gamma 1. Lambda prime is very difficult, right? You put gamma 1 square. So my eigenvalue problem is EB problem is 1 by y d2y by dy square plus gamma 1 square. So you can say d2yn gamma yn. This is the eigenvalue problem for y direction. This is the eigenvalue problem for y direction. Right? What are the boundary condition for this problem? Not y, yn. Yn at y equals to 0 equal to 0 and yn at y equals to b equals to 0. Right? Okay, next. What is the eigenfunction then? Yn equals to final solution I want. I want final solution. A prime y you should put or something else you put. We have put P, Q. What we can put? Think about it. A when you have done, P, Q you have done. ST. Yeah, we will put ST. So it will be then what? I will put here S or we can put Y, and I think from this look, I think when we go to the parabolic problem, I think we can put fine. We can put A prime and all those things. A prime xn, A prime yn. It is not used, right? A prime yn symbol so far. Check it out. Is it used or not? A prime yn have I used? Yeah, then it's fine. Xn is okay. Y prime y you have not used, right? A prime yn sine n pi. What is that? N pi y by b. Okay. So generally speaking, yeah, that's fine. Next, x direction is not diagonal problem. Something else, right? What is x direction equation then? d2 xn by dx square minus gamma 1n. Am I correct? Yes or no? Next solution. You have the boundary condition, right? Xn and x equals to 0 equals to, am I correct? 0 or something? Is it 0? No. Is it 0? G of y. Xn and x equals to a. Next step. So if we know that PVC problem, we need only this one. At the sorry, we need only this homogeneous condition. And at the final step, we take the non-homogeneous condition and use the inner product to get the final solution, right? So if you use the homogeneous condition, what will you get? If you use the homogeneous condition, what will you get? Cxn you can write, C prime or Cxn. Cxn you can write, right? We have not used. Xn equals to how much then? Cxn sine hyperbolic gamma 1. Sorry, not gamma, I quite put gamma already written, no? N pi y. N pi x by. Am I correct? Yes or no? N pi x by b is correct. Then what is the final solution? V3 xy is nothing but x of x into y by of y. X is the eigenvalue problem. Y is dependent. So only one summation will be. Sorry, y is the eigenvalue problem. X is dependent. So only one eigenvalue, only one summation will be there. So your V3 will be x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3 and so on. It cannot be x1 y2 because y2 will be there, that is x2 because this is dependent, this direction, this is independent direction because y is the eigenfunction problem. Right? In that case, what will happen? V3xy equals to summation n equals to 1 to infinity. What you got? Solution a y n prime sine n pi y by b and then cxn sine hyperbolic n pi x by b. Am I correct? Now V3 xb equals to what? Which is xn, it is given there, right? G of y. What is that? What is that? Who said something?
The boundary condition is the other way, sir. So the extent equation is not solving, right? It's equal to B.
What is that? I don't understand. What you are saying? Other way means what are you talking? We are doing EBC problem, right?
Yes, sir.
EBC problem, what we do? The last step EBC problem, we incorporate a non-homogeneous boundary condition which is x equals to 0. Oh, that means what you are saying correctly, which is x equals to 0 and y.
The
That correct?
equation is also one.
What is that?
Extent solution. Extent solution is
Just a minute.
we have some equation.
Just a minute. I think x equals to 0 will be 0. X equals to a is g of y. Am I correct? Just a minute. What is the third subproblem? Let's look at third subproblem. Third subproblem. Second problem, third subproblem. Type 3. B3 x equals to 0 is g of y, right? It is given. Okay. So B3 x equals to 0, gy, and this is 0, right? Okay. So what is this one then? It will be then different, right? Okay, I thought this was homogeneous. Okay. What is that then? Problem number 3. Okay, so in that case, not that straightforward. What is x? What is then y? What is this part is okay, right? This part is no problem. Only xn. What is xn then? So we have to implement xn and x equals to a equals to the initial. It is the homogeneous boundary condition. Our solution is xn equals to cxn sin hyperbolic n pi x by b. Am I correct? Plus dyn sin cos hyperbolic n pi x by b. Am I correct? Yeah. Now put x equals to a here. At x equals to a, xn equals to cxn sin hyperbolic n pi a by b plus dyn cos hyperbolic n pi a by b. So we will get relationship. So this is slightly tricky here. It is not straightforward. Thanks for attention. Okay, what is that? In fact, in my notes I have done correctly. Somehow I have missed out the boundary condition. What is the relationship between dx and cxn? Minus cxn into something. What is that? What is that? Tan hyperbolic. Tan hyperbolic. What is that? N pi a by b. Am I correct? Yes. Now what is xn then? Xn will be compact form. I write cxn and I write some of the multiplication term. What is that? Which is cxn means sin hyperbolic n pi x by b, then minus tan hyperbolic n pi a by b into cos hyperbolic n pi a by b. Am I correct? X by b. Yes or no? This sign you can write. Put it here. It will be sine hyperbolic n pi x by b into cos hyperbolic n pi x a by b minus sine hyperbolic n pi a by b cos hyperbolic n pi a by b. It is like sine hyperbolic a plus b formula. You know the sign of a plus b, sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Sine of a minus b is sine a sine b cos a cos. That's the formula. So it will lead to what formula then? Xn equals to I will write Cxn prime, then Cxn prime will be Cxn into Cxn by cos hyperbolic n pi b by a. So Cxn prime will be Cxn by cos hyperbolic n pi a by b. What is the final term? Very cute term you will get. Very cute term you will get here. Cxn prime will be into blue shirt, blue t-shirt. Yes, what we have done? Not sine a, that's what I am telling. Whatever you have learned in 10 plus 2 you cannot change. Sine hyperbolic. Sine hyperbolic. What is that? N pi by b into not x plus x minus x. Check it out. It is sine formula. It is sine formula. Cos formula means b plus. You are getting confused. You remember the sine a plus b cos a plus b formula? Sine a minus b plus minus. Cos a minus b will be cos a cos b plus sine a sine b. Okay, sine formula means this minus is recurring. Cos it will be reversed. Xn is obtained. Okay, what is b3 then? It will be summation n equals 1 to infinity. Xn is obtained and yn is also yn first, which is a yn prime sine n pi y by b and then Cxn prime sine hyperbolic n pi b into x minus, am I correct? Now implement the condition which is b3 x equals to 0 for all y, right? What is that? G of y. Am I correct? Verify one way. Am I correct here? Yes or no? Yes. Now what is the a yn prime? So a yn prime and Cxn prime, I put dn prime, dn double prime. You think dn prime is there? You put dn double prime, some symbol. You put dn double prime, one symbol. What is dn double prime then? What is dn double prime? What is dn double prime? Remember that? You have to put 0 here. That means this guy will be having minus a. Remember that. I wanted the final answer, dn double prime. Integral 0 to what? 0 to what? You see the eigenfunction. Which direction eigenfunction is? So it will be integral 0 to b. Then g of y sine hyperbolic. That's why your brain is going nasty. G of y sine n pi y by b dy divided by integral term, nothing will be there. Directly you are saying, okay, sine minus term is there. Remember that. Hyperbolic minus n pi b by a. Okay, integral 0 to b. Okay, next sine square n pi y by b dy. Correct? Last sub problem. Last sub problem is very straightforward. The boundary condition is not that tricky, very straightforward. We can actually do beta prime 1 prime and beta 2 prime and we can actually solve it. So last problem you can solve yourself using beta 1 prime and beta 2 prime. Masuda can give the entire problem to me on Monday. Okay? I think your quiz is over today, right? No quiz from next week onwards. So I want the complete problem. This way, I think the book, your textbook is not discussed, has not discussed, and if you look at your textbook, you will completely lost. So I think I have done one of the best things in the class today to make you understand. If you understand, it's fine. Otherwise, it will be a problem, because this problem we can solve any of the PDs. So next class, I think Monday, I'll be trying to solve some of the spherical or cylindrical coordinate system. I have given one of the Xerox copies of the formula. You have two Bessel functions. I'll be talking about the Bessel function in the next class, and then we'll be starting the finite Fourier transformation. Attendance, please.